shot. Well done by Bonnie. A little bit of a backup, a left-hand pocket. Drove the head pin through the right side of the 3-pin and the corner pin. Gives her the lead in the match again through 5. Ouch. That'll stop a streak faster than anything. This will be Bonnie's second open frame out of the first 6. She gets a good count back on the strike in 5. So a 25-pin lead through 5 frames.
Bonnie gets her 15. Now you're talking about deliveries and the difference. One more upright, one who really does the deep knee bend. Have a like look here.
Little difference in the height. Bonnie's a little bit taller and she stands more upright. And you can see the release point is a lot higher off the ground. It's just a different trajectory. Helene's got a little deeper knee bend. The trajectory on the ball's closer to the lane surface. Neither one right or wrong, good or bad, as long as you do it consistently.
Well, the key for Helene, who gets down that much, it would seem to me you can't pull up. And the minute you pull up too soon, then she's in trouble.
That's right. If she stands up early, it's going to change her arm swing and the trajectory of the ball. It'll change the location very quickly.
It'll be interesting to see. Now tell me, she gets 3 immediately. Now does the string get the corner? It looks like it does before we see the...
So that'll count. She'll be left with just the 3-pin to shoot for this spare.
And she has it.
Dead on it.
So taking advantage of the open by Bonnie Olson here in 6. She puts up a strike and a spare, Godmaire. Now it's Olson in 7.
With a 10-pin lead. And 4 frames left. A little bit of a force right on the nose. That's her second head pin this match. 2 in a row now. So again, bowling's all about offense. It's not really defensive, but the better you're playing, the more pressure you put back on your opponent.
But doing well, as we've suggested in previous weeks, you have to, as the psychologists say, you park the head pin. You would have loved to have the strike. But you can't forget about what's still out there and what you still have to do. That's a bit of a bad break. Not quite enough, so she'll score the 13. But it's 2 opens in a row. And 166 through 7 for Bonnie Olson.
Talk about making adjustments. You punch a head pin. Do you want to make an adjustment, or did you just... It's all about sort of self-assessment. Did I make a bad shot? Was that too fast, too slow? Don't make any major changes just because you punch one head pin.
There's nothing... I would agree she doesn't have to make any kind of major adjustment. I mean, her game is not so bad.
Oh, no.
Right?
No, she's hitting the head pin. It's just about, carry.
Right.
We talked last week about Renee Laframboise. How many strikes she got? 6 out of 8 in both of her games. She was carrying incredibly well. That's all speed and rotation. Bonnie throws the ball just a little bit differently. Not as hard, not as much power, not as much rotation. So she's got to be extremely accurate in order to get strikes.
Good cover to get 15, but that is 3 opens in a row. And you can see a little bit of momentum here for Godmaire. The strike, the spare, and another strike.
Great shot that
it's turning around here for Godmaire.
Seen Helene many times over the years, and one of the things that always impressed me when she got on a roll, she could throw as many or more strikes in a row than anybody I've ever seen. A little bit thick. wondering why that didn't carry, but drove the head pin straight back.
But able now still to keep some pin count going if she can spare here.
And this is spareable. Helene's sort of only blemish was the right corner pin she missed in the 5th frame.
And you can see here, look at how it turned around. Look at 5, what it was 138, 113. Then 3 opens for Olson, really gets her nothing. Strike, spare, strike up. And so if, you know, Godmaire here can pick up a spare, she'll lead by as many as 14.
On the side.
There it is.
And does. Good spare. Now Helene gets to sit down. Bonnie Olson will finish the 9th and 10th frames. She's 22 pins down with a possible 271.
That's better. And she desperately needed that.
That's a great shot. She's had 4 strikes this game. 3 of them have come on that right-hand lane. And this is an excellent shot. A little bit of ball movement into the right-hand pocket. She was leaning into that one, missed it a little bit right. Thin on the head pin, leaves herself the left corner. Good cover. Still got a chance here. Helene's going to need a good count on her first ball in the 10th frame and a spare to win the match. Now that changes things just a little bit. Bonnie Olson with a 231.
As we see her dad at 10, her boyfriend Sean McDonald. But they're going to need some help here. Potential is for 278 for Helene Godmaire.
And really all she's got to do is hit pins on every one of her 3 balls and she'll win this match.
Oops, a little tap and the right corner won't go.
And that's enough to win.
It is. Right now sitting at 244. You know, it just, I go back to what you said, and it's, you like to see that in athletes, because she's been around the head pin, but she had a couple of opens in 2 and 5, nothing there really to be confident about. It wasn't, then she sort of just turned up the dial a little bit, and look at the way she finishes. Strike, spare, spare, and a 5 out for a 251. Just a nice performance. So Helene Godmaire will advance, and coming up, Sandy Anderson